Okay, first in line. Just walk over and sit in the center and face the camera. Ready? Say back to school.
This is Lila. Letting her outfit show her classmates a brief look into her personality, Lila is super outgoing and enjoys sunbathing and horror movies. She's friends with all her teachers except for Mrs. Brown, who, in Lila's mind, shouldn't even be teaching the way she hates kids. For her school portrait, she wore a green plaid button-up crop top shirt with purple zodiac embroidered pants and black Mary Janes to create a fun and complimentary outfit that is easy on the eyes. This is Zoya. Never leaving her apartment without an oversized sweater, Zoya was eager to start school. She dearly missed her friends that are constantly out of town during school breaks, and she knew she would be able to interact with people again. She enjoys a long conversation with anyone, which is a bit draining for some people, but meaningful for others. For her school portrait, she threw on her favorite monochromatic knit sweater and baggy skater jeans, pairing them both with her everyday Converse sneakers. This is Nora. Before school, Nora wakes up an hour and a half earlier to make sure her skincare routine is done to a T. She can't stand how the school's AC system and germs bring blemishes to her skin, so she provides herself an extra step of protecting herself. She even reapplies lotion to her hands constantly because of how dry the school is. She loves Thai food and does not like when teachers call on her in class. Loving bold colors, she paired her red sweater vest with some basic mom jeans and her red Converse sneakers, giving an easygoing look that still contains a bit of personality for her school portraits. This is Sachi. Always fidgeting around due to complete boredom, Sachi never understood the point of school. She believes her education can be achieved through real-life experiences and self-taught lessons, like going to a library on her own or taking classes when she feels like it and with the teacher she chooses. She's always yawning due to staying up late playing Genshin and loves talking about shoes. For her school portrait, she wore her green tank top, oversized button-up, black wide leg trousers, and green bandana, completing the look with her white sneakers. This is Yara. Don't be mistaken by her seemingly cold and classist demeanor. Yara is probably the sweetest person you'll ever meet in your life. Yara volunteers for 13 different clubs and fundraisers around the school, using her extra cash to help her peers as well as the environment around her. She takes her time in class to make sure to bring flowers to her teachers and candy to her friends just to bring a smile to their faces. Pairing a black turtleneck with her favorite red pleated skirt, she threw on some black high-knee socks with her Mary Janes and oversized denim jacket. This is Willow. Just as soft as she appears, Willow is an affectionate and loving soul. Spending most of her time reading books and drinking tea in the mornings, Willow's soft voice comforts her listening peers and teachers. She enjoys rainy days, weeping willow trees, and paddleboarding at her town's river. For her school portrait, she wore a green long-sleeve crop top, her long black midi skirt, and her black platform boots that the school constantly tells her not to wear, but her sweet demeanor always gets her off the hook. This is Ryan. Either someone's favorite or someone's nuisance, Ryan is loud and always speaks her mind. Constantly moving around and doing what she wants, she frustrates a lot of teachers, but they can't do much since she gets her work done before anyone else. Ryan is always top of her class and is always on TikTok. She wore a white tee under a blue oversized sweater vest with black trousers and white sneakers. This is Danielle. Danielle doesn't talk that much or participate in extracurricular activities. She goes to school, does what she has to do, and then goes home. She works at a restaurant after school to save up to move to her dream city, Tokyo, Japan. She has a couple friends to talk to, but is always too busy to hang out with them due to schoolwork and hosting at the job. For her school portrait, she wore her striped sweater with purple pants and Converse sneakers, showing personality and style. This is Jazz. Always tripping over her own feet, Jazz loves video games. She's always playing Super Smash Bros. At lunch with her friends and stays up late watching Twitch streams instead of doing her homework. She loves watching Berlizzi and laughing. She can't wait to get out of high school so she can become a video game art director. For her school portrait, she wore a black crop top with her classic everyday overalls and red Converse sneakers. This is Fatima. A classy old soul, Fatima can't go one day without listening to music. She's constantly getting her earphones taken away due to trying to find new albums in Spotify she can purchase on vinyl after school. She loves 70s and 80s fashion, handwritten letters, and vegan brownies. For her school portrait, she threw on her old green sweater vest and her dad's purple corduroy pants from the 80s and her mom's black loafers. This is Gabi. Gabi is your cup of tea, unless you're a coffee drinker. Constantly making jokes from the internet and trying to get everyone around her to laugh, Gabi is a really sweet person. She just tries to get the people around her to like her with jokes and familiar memes, but people tend to enjoy her company more when she's just being herself. She enjoys New York Fashion Week and styling her friends, as well as YouTube pranks and random strangers' Twitter fleets. For her school portrait, she wore a thrifted oversized button-up shirt with khaki trousers and black loafers. This is Fiona. Fiona is timid and shy, barely speaking in school unless she has to. She enjoys class transitions because her friends always meet up with her and walk her to her next class. She never wears pants and adores squirrels and trap music. For her school portrait, she wore a colorful button-up shirt with one of the many pleated skirts she owns. This is Anya. Anya is always on Stan Twitter and making sure to hype up everyone who posts an Army Selka Day photo to show them how beautiful they truly are. She enjoys dancing and having a good time with her friends and peers. She floods everyone with compliments and good energy. Before school, she meditates to get her head right, and after school, she does Pilates and HIIT workouts on her phone to stay healthy and fit. For her school portrait, she wore an oversized denim jacket paired with oversized denim jeans and black loafers. This is Michelle, but she tells everyone to call her Minnie. Minnie is the class president for the third time in a row and enjoys being seen as the smart and most likely to become the next president. She makes sure to say hello to all of her teachers when she walks into class, as well as her peers whenever they have eye contact in the halls. Because of her, they stopped selling pizza on Fridays. For her school portrait, she wore her favorite blue and orange cardigan with mom jeans and loafers. This is Frances, who yells at anyone who does not call her Fran. Fran knows she has anger issues and is sad about it, but she continues to let her anger get the best of her. She's constantly in detention for coming late to class and starting arguments with her teachers. She's always playing with her hair and skipping out on tests. No one knows her true reasoning behind always being late or mean, but deep down she's truly trying to change. For her school portrait, she wore a basic orange crop top with purple pants and Converse sneakers. This is Maya. Maya is super chill, and you either know she's around or miss her presence. If anyone talks to her, she will have a nice conversation with them, but she's never the one to start a conversation unless it's absolutely needed. She's constantly in her zone and taking care of herself by drinking water, being the best sprinter on the track team, and enjoying a shroom or two every other weekend. For her school portrait, she wore her older brother's oversized button-up with wide black trousers that her mom told her to put on to look sophisticated. This is Gigi. No one knows her full name, not even the school. She only dresses in red and is always talking about how cute her new dog is. She loves math class and hates when she has to run the mile in school. She was pretty pissed off when Michelle got the pizza off the school menu, so she now brings her own lunch to school. For her school portrait, she wore her red sweater vest over a basic white tee, a red skirt with red Converse sneakers. This is Robin. Robin's mentality is in New York City, running a small cafe in East Village that has the best croissant sandwiches in town. She does her best in school so she can go to NYU next fall and live her dream. She loves vintage teas, black literature, and anything that has to do with New York. She doesn't want that to become her personality, but she can't help it because it's all she's wanted for herself. For her school portrait, she wore her favorite Muhammad Ali vintage tee, black pleated skirt, and black loafers with white socks. This is Eloise. Growing up in a rich household, she was gifted Prada and Ralph Lauren until she became vegan and cruelty-free. She now shops secondhand but makes sure to get her clothes taken to her designer family friends to give her pieces extra chicness. She is attentive and is always arguing with her twin sister, Eleanor. For her school portrait, she wore a white button-up dress shirt, beige sweater vest, and black pleated skirt. This is Eleanor, Eloise's twin sister. Completely different from her sister, Eleanor was never into what the rest of her family enjoyed. While they went shopping, she wanted to go to the amusement park, but her mother always told them, roller coasters are not ladylike. So whenever she hangs out with her friends, she tells them that they're just studying at the library. Eloise is always on top of her for how she dresses, causing them to argue a lot. For her school portrait, she wore a matching beige sweater vest, which was her mother's idea, and blue mom jeans she changed into once she got to school. This is Luca, the last student for today. Her motto is comfort over fashion, but make it fashion. She loves pairing her sweatpants with intricate tops that make her feel cute, but like she's not wearing any clothes at all. If it doesn't feel like a cloud, she won't wear it. She's also super obsessed with her boyfriend, to the point to where she's always being sent to the principal's office for making out with him during class. For her school portrait, she wore a cozy argyle sweater with super comfortable brown sweatpants and black loafers. I hope you all enjoyed these outfits, and I also hope that you make the most out of your school year. Even if you're dreading going back to school or the classes you're already attending now, try to look at the positive aspect of it and make memories. Have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!